Who's trolling the Cowboys?
Last year. I like standing up here before you as an undrafted free agent, representing that shield for 15 years. Tonight, I'm representing the Philadelphia Eagles, NFC East champs, divisional champs.
Let's go.
NFC champs and world champs. The world champs. Hey, Dallas, the last time you were in the Super Bowl, these draft picks weren't born.
Oh! Savage.
Tonight, we are welcomed into the Eagles family with the 49th pick in the 2018 draft. The NFL would like to represent the Philadelphia Eagles, Dallas Goedert. He is the tight end.
Okay.
Dakota State.
Okay. All right. Dallas Goedert, tight end, South Dakota State. Human highlight machine. He's an absolute human highlight machine. It's not exactly where I thought we would have gone with the draft board still, with Darius Geis there, Dante Jackson, Connor Williams, Justin Reed. Those are kind of the more popular names that Philadelphia had in for visits, but they did have, on record, some contact with Dallas Goedert. And, you know, it's just more so I don't think many of us, myself included, kind of viewed the Eagles' top priority replacing Trey Burton. But ultimately, the way we utilize Trey Burton in this offense, he was a very important player, regardless of, you know, the Philly special in the Super Bowl toss. With a healthy Zach Ertz, Trey Burton was still getting a lot of snaps, fielding a lot of snaps. And I bring up the argument that we ran three safeties a lot, and bringing in another safety, that third safety, would be important for the Eagles. The second tight end is right there. It's like a 1A, 1B type scenario. Then you throw in nickel corner and then building up the O-line and building up the running back rooms. But, you know, it's a good pick, man. And not necessarily the pick I would have gone at, but when I did my video earlier this morning and I ranked the top 10 players we could look at, there's a reason why at the top of that list I started with Dallas Goedert, because, you know, you never know how much they truly value that backup tight end spot. And let's be honest, Zach Ertz, not going to say he's injury prone, but it seems like I don't think he's ever played a full 16 games in a season, so there's going to be ups and downs through him that he might miss, you know, 2 or 3 games a year. And having the luxury of having another just outstanding tight end, that's very good. Because to be honest, I know there's a little bit of momentum that built up for Hayden Hurst, but I've always had Dallas Goedert ever since I really dived into his tape. My top guy. And you know who probably vouched for him? You know, when you think about it, what player probably vouched for him? Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz probably is like, this guy's good. I've heard a lot of things about him. You know, same conference, played against each other. Hey, it's one of those things. I have a gut feeling. There's no reports, but I have a gut feeling maybe Carson Wentz pounded the table and said, I want this guy. I know what he can do. Small school. We saw what happened last time we drafted a small school prospect. It worked out pretty well. So from that standpoint, yes, the only kind of issue I have with Goedert is because he injured himself. He did not get to do a whole lot of testing, was the top bench press at the combine, so he showed great strength, and we already know he has insane catch radius, insane catching ability, probably the best catching, not even probably, he has the best catching out of all the tight ends in this year's draft class. I'm sure many of you guys would have seen, after they made the pick, all the highlights. He's, like I said, he's a human highlight reel. He has the most insane tape I've ever seen, and yes, the level of competition is not quite where it is if he was playing, you know, Div 1, but still, to make those catches, it's more so the throws. Like, they're pretty much uncatchable balls that he's getting thrown. It's not just like, oh, the DB's weak or the safety that's covering him is weak. It's just an impossible angle, and he's coming down with the ball. Finding a way to come down with the ball. It's a trait that made this front office fall in love with Alshon Jeffrey, and it makes a whole lot of sense for them to view that as a tight end. So, I mean, when you see Zach Ertz here, who's probably the third best tight end in football right now, after Gronk and Travis Kelce, and you say, well, oh, we got another tight end. Like, how much of an impact is he going to make immediately? It might not be the biggest, might not be as big as, say, you know, maybe a Darius Geis splash pick to add to the three-headed running back attack. It might not be the same as, you know, like I said, maybe a third safety, a guy that will be able to get interceptions right away. But ultimately, I think Goedert is going to find, you know, himself right in that Trey Burton type role. And Carson Wentz is going to have Carson Wentz, Nick Foles, depending, no matter who is going to be your opening quarterback, they're going to find a way to get him the ball in a red zone machine. And, yeah, man, I'm happy with the pick. It's not the most exciting pick. I think Darius Geis still at this point, but why is he free-falling? That's kind of the thing that needs to come in. Yeah, I would have liked Geis, even though I stick my pick more so on Dante Jackson. That's not me pounding the table for Dante Jackson. I just thought because of the interest, that might be the guy. Geis is more exciting, more, obviously, a little bit, you know, more important of a skill position in terms of hype. But there's a reason why he's slipping, man. He is Kerryon Johnson, Rashad Penny, Nick Chubb in the second round. These guys are going before a clear number 2 running back. So there has to be something wrong with the off the field. And I don't know necessarily what that is. I haven't seen really any official reports. But, I mean, there's a reason. And if there's a reason and Philadelphia didn't draft him, I trust this front office. Nothing that Howie or Joe Douglas have done since they've been together has maybe just really second-guessed what they've done outside of the Donnell Pumphrey move. So I think we need to trust him in this instance. The reason why Darius Geis is falling, there's probably a significant reason. And, if he was originally the top guy on their board, and like, nope, we're not going to get him. Again, Goedert's fine with me. So let me know, Eagle fans, what you feel about the Dallas Goedert pick in the comment section below. Are you hype? That David Akers, I'm getting ready to do a stream here in just a little bit for the 3rd round. And that David Akers speech got me absolutely hyped, so I hope you guys are hyped. As always, first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. We're going to be doing live reactions and breaking down all of the Eagles picks throughout the draft. So I'll catch you guys on that one. And then, like I said, stream will be up in probably about half hour or so. So hope you guys can come back and tune in for that. All right, peace out.